to NKTelco Sports presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at St. Mary's Memorial High School to bring you high school boys sectional finals basketball tournament action, where the Bremen Cardinals will take on the St. Henry Redskins. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, Securicom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. A fine thank you to these sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And this is championship basketball. My partner alongside me tonight is Dean Jackson. I'm Jeff Henshin. We have a good one coming up here again. We had a good one in the game earlier where the Flyers beat the Indians 32-30. They'll face the winner of this game. And a team right now that the Cardinals are on fire. They've won 6 consecutive games. St. Henry, Dean, struggling a bit this season. They're bordering the 500 level. They beat New Knoxville in a close one to earn the right to get here.
And again, we talk about playoff basketball. Teams hungry to continue, don't want to give up that season, especially the seniors. And you know it's going to be tough physical play with basketball in these parts. So it'll be a good one.
Yeah, these teams have played earlier, obviously, this season. And New Bremen, 6 wins in a row. They met St. Henry and lost by 12 at home back on January 10th. But since that time, the Cardinals have put it together near the end of the season. And the Redskins, after beating New Knoxville, they came in losing 4 in a row. So they've struggled down the stretch. We'll see once if these teams can turn it around for the Redskins and put up a good fight against the Cardinals, who are riding a hot streak. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the keys to our games here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Anna, I'm John Boyd with NKTelco. We are here for you to expand our fiber network, which means faster internet speeds for you.
Hey Sydney, I'm Pat Thomas with NKTelco, and we are here for you for all your customer service needs.
Hey Fort Laramie, I'm Nick Garrett with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to St. Mary's as we prepare, as they will introduce the support players. First for the St. Henry Redskins. The Redskins come in with a record of 11-12 overall. They were 3-6 in Midwest Athletic Conference play. And again, they struggled the latter part of the season, losing their last 4 games of the regular season before escaping against New Knoxville. And a 5-point win, and New Knoxville gave the St. Henry Redskins everything they wanted, but St. Henry made enough plays down the stretch and made their last 4 free throws of the game to help them to that victory. And now our starting lineups for the St. Henry Redskins.
Number 2, a 5'11" sophomore, Bennett Gales.
First starter is Bennett Gales. He averages 4.5 points a game. He's a sophomore. Ben Evers wears number 10. He averages just under 8 points a game. He's a senior. Leading scorer for the Redskins, senior, number 11, Riley Link, wears 23, and he averages 12.2 points a game. Carter Ontrop, number 23, junior, averaging just under 5 points. And the 5th starter is number 32, Logan Layfeld. He's a junior, averaging 3.5 points. And the Redskins are coached by Eric Rosenbeck. You see him right there in his 11th season, assisted by Terry Niekamp and Mark Long. And there are support players now for the Cardinals. And I mentioned earlier, they've ended their season opposite of the Redskins. They have won 6 in a row, including a tough win over the Ridgemont Golden Gophers in sectional action here the other night. They will look to keep that momentum going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. They finished 13-10. They were under 500 during a seeding when they earned the number 8 seed. But have since that time been playing very good basketball.
Number 40, Nathan Ridlow. Number 44, Ryan.
And as they announce the first starter is a sophomore, 5'10", number 5, Trevor Bergman, averaging just under 4 points a game. Another sophomore, 6'4", number 10, Reese Bussey, averaging 9 points a game. Patrick Wells, 6'3", senior, averaging 7.5 points a game. Number 34, another senior, standing 6 feet tall, is Nolan Bornhorst, leading scorer at 13.5 a game. And the 5th starter is a junior, 6'3", number 50, Dan Homan, scoring 4.3 points a game. And the Cardinals are coached by Corey Stevens in his first season. He is assisted by Matt Clausen, Jeff Reesner, and Greg Elking. And first, or next, we'll go to our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And I'll let Dean take care of that.
Well, St. Henry is really getting down, making it very technical. They want to get an offensive rebound on at least 40%. So 1 of every 2 shots they make, or 1 they take, they want to make. Now, they also want to make sure they hold New Bremen to just 1 shot. And then take care of the basketball. The obvious is they want to maintain about an 88% efficiency.
And for the New Bremen Cardinals, who win the opening tip, will get their keys to the game as well.
Again, about energy, they want to come in strong with energy, and they got to execute their game plan.
Entry pass goes into Bornhorst, who had 22 in the win the other night. Hits his first shot of the game. Good entry pass as Nolan Bornhorst. Link for 3-point. Missed shot there, a 3-pointer, but an offensive rebound. So they fire another 3 off the mark. And there is a foul against Logan Layfeld. So 2 3-point shots. They did get a rebound, but New Bremen will come away with the defensive board following the foul on Layfeld. Full court pressure put on by the St. Henry Redskins. Bornhorst will bring the ball up. Had a big night against Ridgemont. I said the 22 points, 17 of those in the second quarter. Holman comes up with a loose ball. Up top to Bornhorst for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Redskins. One and done for the Cardinals as they advance the ball now to the Redskins with Riley Link. Up top to Ben Evers. Man-to-man defense by the Cardinals. Layfeld left open from distance and able to dribble in and kick out. Again, Layfeld, you're not guarding him past the three-point line. Link kicks out to Arntrop, being guarded by Holman. Nice move, good finish. Bennett Gels.
He saw the hole and took his chance. That's what you talk about for energy. That's what you talk about for intensity.
That was a nice move for a sophomore. Very athletic, under control. Ties the game at two. Reese Bussey over to Bornhorst. Trevor Bergman. Mentioned the big game Bornhorst had the other night. He recently went over 1,000 points in his scoring career, and right now sits 5th all-time in the Bremen scoring. As Holman, a three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Redskins. Holman had a three-pointer in his semifinal game. Hit a couple of them, did Holman. The Bremen commits the foul here. Trevor Bergman picks up his first, team's first. Logan Layfeld will inbound the basketball for the Redskins. Redskins, a visiting team here with a long three-point shot taken by Ben Evers, rebounded by New Bremen. Bussey to the basket, and he will have his shot evidently blocked. Rebounded by the Redskins. Gels, his three-pointer, no good. There's a foul against St. Henry, so defensive rebound for the Cardinals, and a quick three-point attempt there by the Redskins. And they like to shoot the three-pointers on the season. We'll talk more about that here shortly, as they will substitute in a few players, will the Redskins. Number 21, Jackson Heath, and also number 3, Casey Greening. But Bornhorst, with the 22 points the other night, now 5th all-time in the Bremen scoring with 1,094. His next person to get is Tom Howe with 1,111 points. The Bremen's all-time leading scorer is Jim Opperman, followed by Carson Munger. As there's a turnover. And with the ball, it was Greening. He gives off to Gels. His shot no good. And a charge. And not taking the charge here is Reese Bussey. So two sophomores collide there. Gels, pretty good call, I would say. Bussey there, and Gels just too much straight on. Follow that up, Jim Upperman, your leading scorer in New Bremen, followed by Carson Munger, then Jack Westman, then Tom Howell, and newly inserting himself into that next position is Nolan Bornhorst. Another turnover for New Bremen. Riley Link, shot off the mark, offensive rebound, secured by Heath. He will reload to Gels. Gels to the bucket, no good off the mark, and that'll be a team rebound. So multiple looks again, Dean. A couple there offensive rebounds, they can't finish. Seth Heitkamp for the Redskins, number 1 into the game. Follow up that last scoring list. I just want to list the other guys, 1,000-point scorers. Scott Steineman, Tom Tiemann, John Eckert. Trap defense coming this time. New Bremen able to find the relief valve. Bussey spins, weaves. His pass into Wells knocked out of bounds. It will stay with New Bremen. So underneath their own bucket is where Bergman will inbounds the basketball. 2-2 our scores. We played nearly 4 minutes. Patrick Wells up, off the glass, and then 21 versus 21. That time Wells scores over Heath. So New Bremen's, I believe, first lead of the game, 4-2. Two-pointer by Riley Link off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Nolan Bornhorst, and the Cardinals down the court. Bergman, nice look there. He is fouled as the ball knocked out of his hands, but nice move to get to the basket. And the swipe called against Seth Heitkamp.
And he didn't back off. He finished it off as if he was going to get the basket.
4 team fouls already for the Redskins, as making the first free throw is Trevor Bergman. Logan Suchland for New Bremen, the first substitute in for the Cardinals. Bergman connects on both, 56% from the season from the free throw line, and New Bremen the biggest lead now at 4 points. St. Henry Dean has had some drives to the baskets, and multiple looks too. They just have not been able to put the ball in the bucket.
And I feel like they've had a couple in there that were forced. There were one on a baseline run that ended up being a charge. I think they just need to relax just a little bit.
Another shot taken there, missed, and coming up with a loose ball, I believe, was Andrew Lange, but he'll be out of bounds. So give the rebound to the Cardinals, but Lange scrapping in there, trying to come up with a loose ball rebound. Link and Ontrop back in for Coach Rosenbeck's team. He's already played 9 players. New Bremen has just substituted in 1, that being Logan Suchland, number 24. Bergman off to Bussey. And a 5th foul already, so that one will be called on number 23, Carter Ontrop, his first. So Dean, New Bremen well within shooting, if you want to say, we'll be shooting free throws soon if this continues. 3 minutes even to go, 6-2 the game, or the score. Bussey to Suchland. Bornhorst backs it out and swings it over to Bussey, who drives. Shot off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound belongs to Logan Suchland. And the Bremen will reset and get another look at the bucket here in this possession. 3-point shot. Trevor Bergman, no good. Rebounded by the Redskins. The Bremen shoots the 3-point shot pretty well on the season, 37%. Don't know if they'll give it to him or not. I think they will count the bucket. Take a look at it here, Dean. You be the judge. They're going to call a foul on Bergman right there.
1.
Yeah, count it, I'd say. What would you say?
Well, they did count it. He took 1 step. It wasn't like he took 2 or 3. And this isn't the NBA.
Bergman picks up 2 fouls, so connecting on a 3-point opportunity is Ben Evers. He now has 3. Bornhorst brings it down, good passing. Suchland gets it into Patrick Wells. Wells uses all 4 sides of the hoop before the ball drops, but good execution in transition for the Cardinals, facing that, breaking down the St. Henry pressure.
And great patience. He waited for them to pass. Perfect timing.
Blocked shot out of bounds. I think it was Patrick Wells. He had a couple blocks in their semifinal win. Gets a block there. It stays, though, with the St. Henry. Layfeld kicks it out. Gels will be fouled against New Bremen's, I believe, Nolan Bornhorst.
Trying to go to the inside with authority and just didn't contain himself. I almost wonder if he shouldn't have just dumped it off to the big man.
Yeah, we'll have to see it up. There's kind of a lot of action going on. The foul went against Logan Suchland, not Bornhorst. So Suchland picks up his first foul. Cross-court pass. Link plenty capable of letting it fly from anywhere on the court. Into the interior, the paint, if you will, the teardrop off the mark. Rebounded by the Redskins, and a lot of contact results in a turnover, so they get an offensive rebound. You describe what happened here, Dean. I'm not real sure.
Well, I'm not so certain either. Long rebound, there's a collision, and then it comes up for New Bremen.
And so the turnover into the game a couple possessions ago after Bergman picked up his second foul is number 22, David Homan. He's a freshman. So he's into the game right now. Where's number 22? This is Homan right here with the basketball. Gives it back as he steps out of bounds as he passed to his brother, number 50. In violation, turnover on the Cardinals. Tough break for them as Homan was getting ready to make a move. Final 65 seconds to go here in the quarter. New Bremen on top by 3. Logan Layfeld drives against Homan, and he'll pick up a quick whistle foul there as Layfeld had the advantage and Homan just couldn't get square up, commits the blocking foul. 14th foul on New Bremen. St. Henry got to 5 pretty quick. They haven't had many fouls, have the Redskins recently, so the fouls for them remain the same. Bremen catches up with now 4. Links pull up three-pointer, no good. Defensive rebound, Reese Bussey gives off to Bornhorst. Nice high arcing kiss off the glass. Assist Bussey, basket Nolan Bornhorst.
Big time play as he takes it in.
And had to put some high arch on it with the defense coming. Turnover St. Henry. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Zach Berkey, number 3, 5'11" junior in for New Bremen. They'll give Nolan Bornhorst an extended break here, an additional 30 seconds, and then the break for Bornhorst to regroup following a big-time bucket the last trip down to court for the New Bremen Cardinals. David Homan, the freshman, with the basketball, being guarded. Now the double team. The run and jump. Someone's open, and trying to get it to Berkey was Homan. The ball is kicked, and Nolan Bornhorst has had a big enough break as he comes back in and will replace David Homan. Bornhorst with the basketball. Clock running now at 20 seconds. He crosses the timeline. Here comes St. Henry's run and jump. Again, 2 guys are chasing the ball. Someone is open on the backside. Suchland over to Berkey. Down to 5 seconds. Bornhorst for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Redskins, and that's how the first quarter will end. New Bremen on top, 10-5. We'll take a timeout. Come back with second quarter action here on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
8 minutes are in the books. New Bremen has doubled up St. Henry, Dean. 10-5 on the scoreboard.
Going to have your your first quarter stats here in a minute as we start to break these down just a little bit.
Both these teams won their first semifinal game the other night. New Bremen was in a very difficult battle with a very good Ridgemont team. Ridgemont came in seeded number 6. New Bremen came in at 8. New Bremen wins by 11, 64-53. A little bit closer than that score indicates as Riley Link buries a three-pointer in the deep corner. Good shot by Link, cuts the lead down to 2 points, and St. Henry, as I mentioned earlier, survives a scare from the number 11 seed New Knoxville Rangers a 5-point victory, but it was 2 points with 30 seconds to go as Homan's shot is missed. Rebounded by Ryan Paul, and he had a couple looks. Paul comes up empty on the missed shots, and the Bremen commits the foul, their 5th. And that goes against Paul. So take a look at it here. A good battle by Paul. But then a little frustrated, went too aggressive after his own rebound, commits his first foul.
And this is just early on. Imagine how it's going to be in the fourth quarter.
Man-to-man defense, or I should say no, zone defense by the New Bremen Cardinals. A 3-2 or a 1-2-2 as St. Henry looks over to Coach Rosenbeck. So they will rearrange their offense. They get an open look. Matt Berkey hesitates and will get fouled.
He got hammered. Throwing a double team on him, then a triple team, and he still stays with it.
And he maintained the pivot foot the whole time. So sophomore, we have quite a few sophomores getting some action tonight. Matt Berkey averaging just under 3 points a game. 55% free throw shooter on the season, makes his first of 2. Wells back in the game, replacing Paul. And Berkey will try to finish. And he will not. It rattles in and out. So the Cardinals facing pressure and look for St. Henry to run and jump. Homan, his 3-pointer long and rebounded by the Redskins. So 3-point miss by the Cardinals, and St. Henry has scored all 4 points quickly here in the second quarter, make it 6. And a good answer by the St. Henry Redskins as Bennett Gills nets his 4th point. Wells kicks it back to Suchland. His shot blocked by Andrew Lange.
A lot of people thought he should have got a foul. There's a foul, though.
Actually out of bounds. It was off of the Cardinals. No foul, I don't believe. Take a look at it here. The loose ball, and then just knocked out of bounds, evidently off of the Cardinals, the last ones to touch it. So good start for the Redskins. It took them 8 minutes to score 5 points. It took them about a minute and a half to score the next 6. They now own a 1-point lead. Bennett Gills a little long on the 3-point opportunity, and a backside rebound by Patrick Wells. Bussey off to Homan, who will swing it over to Suchland. Looking inside for Bornhorst, but instead the triple by Patrick Wells is in and out, and Coach Rosenbeck will take a full timeout. I'm sorry, a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it right here, and we'll go. I'll let Dean read through our sponsors that we have for this game.
Some of the folks that make tonight's game possible for you: Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Fly Gym. Again, if you have an opportunity to support these sponsors, please do so, because they are making these games possible.
A good start for Coach Rosenbeck's team, Dean. They trailed 10-5 at the end of the first quarter. They've scored the first 6 points, and they've done a good job, you know, kind of being sluggish, if you will, in the first quarter. But boy, here in the second quarter, have opened up with some good offense.
They are a streaky bunch, and that's what basketball is, and you've got to harness that.
Well, they are streaky. They like to shoot the basketball, well over 1,000 shots, and they are about 50-50, meaning half those 2-point shots and half are 3-point shots, as Andrew Lange misses. And there is a foul, and that foul will go against Bennett Gills, his second foul. Gills will sit down as Casey Brini replaces him. And with 2 fouls, Trevor Bergman will come back in for New Bremen, number 5. Brini playing man-to-man defense, gets a hand on it. Boy, St. Henry plays with some action here. Nice move by Bussey to avoid the turnover. Wells, the reverse layup. Assist Bornhorst, and you mentioned it. You saw the nice move by Patrick Wells. Berkey, his shot blocked by Wells. Bussey off the glass. He goes down hard and evidently goes off of a Cardinal. So little action at the rim. Bussey with a rub of the elbow, but it seems to be okay. Boy, severe block down here by New Bremen's Patrick Wells. Usually when you swat down that hard, they whistle you for a foul. But he came over with a clean block, but New Bremen doesn't convert in transition. Remains a 1-point game in favor of the Cardinals following the Patrick Wells bucket. Evers' 3-point shot off the mark. And Dean, the St. Henry Redskins, they haven't seen a shot they don't like. They like to let it fly.
That is the truth. You think maybe they want to ratchet it down just a little bit.
Well, that is their style. And they come with two guys on the ball so you can see it coming. It's just how fast can you react to find the open player. Nearly halfway through the second quarter here, and entertaining basketball game as we expected it would be. And the double team again coming up, but Bergman able to get through it, and he gets a nice assist and bucket by Dan Holman, assist Bergman.
Offset with the no look. I wouldn't say I caught the defense napping, but he certainly finished it off.
New Bremen's Reese Bussey picks up his first foul. And that'll put free throws now for Riley Lane. .73% free throw shooter on the season. And the first attempt is good. Link now with 4 points. Link's a nice ball player. He does a lot with the dribble, and obviously can do it from the inside and to the outside. Second shot off the mark. Holman kicks it over to Bussey. Wells spins off the front iron. Cleared there by St. Henry's Carter Ontrop.
And I think that's what they were trying to do with their offense. There was good patience, there was good distribution, they just didn't finish it.
Ontrop back out to Evers. Open look for Carter Ontrop, no good. Bremen's done a pretty decent job, Dean, rebounding, preventing second chance points or second chance opportunities on the defensive glass.
Well, that's exactly what their game plan was. You know, you get, and you do it on the offensive side as well.
Bornhorst kicks over to Wells, who drives baseline. Bornhorst handles it, if you will, but it bounces over the backboard, and that's a violation. It can roll across the top of the backboard, but it can't bounce over the backboard, and that three-point shot did just that. So New Bremen has not scored much. Remember, it's 10-5 at the end of the first quarter. So just 2 points here in, what, over 6 minutes of action or 5 minutes of action?
Well, that's going to change because they have good court awareness. Their players have the ability to find guys, connect on those passes. It's only, this drought's only going to be for a while.
We just talked about how well they did defensively rebounding. Here's a chance though where St. Henry gets another look. And nearly they turned over, but New Bremen gives it right back. So the possession will basically stay with the Redskins as they send in Berkey, Evers, and Lange. St. Henry plays a lot of guys. I mean, we've seen these guys rotating in and out. New Bremen has shuffled some in, but for the most part, it's been the same 5 or 6. Nice out of bounds play by the Redskins. Ontrop, though, can't convert. St. Henry had that work twice against New Knoxville in the semifinal game, and good quick hands there by Ontrop on the defensive end, knocking it out of bounds.
I really like how pesky St. Henry is.
Yeah, they definitely play aggressive. There's no relaxation period. When you're on offense, you're being challenged most of the time by Redskin players. There's a foul against New Bremen. Foul goes against number 5. I believe that's Bergman. That's his third.
Number 5, Trevor.
And it's team control, so it will not be free throws. Didn't see it, Dean. Did you notice the pick or the?
I did not.
Tough break for the Cardinals. Under 2 minutes ago, Bergman will sit down probably the rest of the half with the 3 personal fouls, and St. Henry a 2-point deficit as Link makes it now a 1-point.
Well, that's one of the things that happens when you shoot crazy like St. Henry does. They're going to eventually go in.
They nearly create a turnover, and recovering the errant pass, if you will, is David Homan. He will have 2 free throws. Take a look at it here as he goes hard to the glass. Link picks up his first foul.
I'm not so certain they shouldn't have just taken a breath. It was just a weird possession anyways. But to crash it like that.
Off the back iron is David Homan. Yeah, the pressure defense again. Homan had it taken away by throwing the ball above his head, right where all the hands were at for St. Henry. Able to get it back and does convert on 1 of 2 free throws. Timeout on the court. A 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one with him and come back with a final minute and a half on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Quick timeout by Coach Stevens as his team has tied it up at 15 all with just a minute 34 left to go here in the first half, and New Bremen will stay man-to-man. I thought for a second they dropped into a 1-3-1, but it is still man-to-man. Berkey looking for some help. Not normally a ball handler route that far from the bucket. Cross-court pass should go off of the Redskins. It does. Good anticipation by a freshman.
And this is about 22. As loud as this crowd has gotten all night for either game.
Definitely had a chance there. Homan read it well. Those long cross-court passes, if you don't have some smoke on it, it is danger most of the time. And there's the run and jump. Warhorse trying to get around Berkey. Nice look. Homan with the bucket. Assist, I believe, was from Patrick Wells. Bullet pass. Homan with his third.
So many good passes. He threaded the needle between 2 defenders. Looked kind of like the Globetrotters.
Wells trying to stop Berkey, and he will foul Berkey. Matt Berkey, a big individual, will go to the line for 2 shots. Wells picks up his first foul. Team's 9th. Mentioned earlier in this quarter, not just too long ago, I believe he was at the line. I know it was this quarter. He made 1 of 2 free throws, averaging 6.3 points a game. That went off the back iron. Also averaging right around 3 rebounds a game. 6 feet 6 inches, just a sophomore, so a lot of upside to Matt Berkey. And I mentioned there's a handful of sophomores on the court that have been playing some meaningful minutes tonight for both these teams. He will check out. Jackson Heath, 21, replaces Berkey. 49.9 left. It's a 1-point New Bremen lead. And again, pressure, defense, and what's a dangerous pass to throw. If you give it up, it's right in front of their bucket. Homan up top. There's a cross-court pass. Stolen by Andrew Lange. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of David Homan. Good play by Homan to stop the break.
Well, sure. And, you know, here's the problem when you get into up-tempo. Yeah, it's bang, bang, but you got to have control. If you don't, things like that happen.
Berkey back in for the offensive possession. I believe also Logan Suchlin in for New Bremen as another wild play there. A couple bodies collide to get the ball into Berkey. He turns, muscles, and maybe not the most orthodox shot, but you know what? He muscled it in and applauded too.
Almost just throwed it in. There was no trajectory at all.
So his bucket puts the Redskins up by 1. Wells, backdoor pass deflected by Berkey, stolen by St. Henry. Lange's three-pointer, no good. And that will be the halftime horn. The Redskins, after trailing by 5 at the end of the first quarter, fight back to take a 1-point lead at halftime, 18-17 over the Cardinals. We'll come back with halftime stats in the third quarter tip-off here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Welcome back to St. Mary's. We're getting ready for third quarter action and in the second half. And with our first half stats, here is Dean Jackson.
Well, as we look at these stats, great rebounding numbers, not so great shooting numbers. New Bremen not horrible. They certainly would like to build on that. 38%. St. Henry, again, they're putting anything and everything up. 23 shots. They pulled down 14 rebounds, 15 rebounds for New Bremen. But for the most part, I'm really surprised by that turnover number, because there were times when St. Henry simply just seemed out of control.
Yeah, they definitely played quick, and maybe that's why. And at times they had a couple maybe mistakes out of that, but with the speed going on so much, it did make it seem like a little helter-skelter. Plus their defense. I mean, their defense is kind of mimics their offense. They're all over the court on the half court, running and jumping.
Offense.
So they definitely want to push the tempo here. New Bremen, maybe let's just say more traditional. You know, keep it more slowed down a bit. Not necessarily walking, but just take the time with the ball. And our third quarter is underway. Trevor Bergman with 3 personal fouls brings it up for the Cardinals, and they get an entry pass into Bornhorst. He moves and converts. I wanted to mention something that's ironic here quickly. In their game against Ridgemont, New Bremen held the lead at the end of the first quarter and then trailed by 1 at halftime. Tonight they had the lead at the end of the first quarter but trailed by 1 at halftime. Probably means nothing, but they came back and won that game against Ridgemont. Also in that game against Ridgemont, Bornhorst had a very good third quarter, and he started off very nicely here with a 3-point play and puts his team up by 2.
All set up by a move off the foot, got the guy to bite and got it to go.
Speaking of nice moves, Bennett Gales, a sophomore, now has a basket in each quarter, give him 6 points, and those moves like that are tough to defend, and he did a nice job finishing with the bank shot left-hand layup. Holman open. Three-pointer no good. And Bornhorst gets knocked to the ground. It goes off of a St. Henry player, so it'll stay with New Bremen. Holman has taken a couple shots, in this case Dan from three-point range. Hasn't made them. He did hit 2 3-pointers in the semifinal game. Only made 7 all year, but he made 2 of them in the semifinal game for 9 on the season. Bornhorst again.
A master of footwork.
Yeah, avoided the travel, kept his pivot foot, but boy, regained balance, and more importantly, Dean got a quality on-balance shot off the glass for his 5th point of the quarter. There is a whistle and a foul. Trevor Bergman will go to the free throw line. Foul on Ben Evers. Watch it again here. Bergman playing with 3 fouls. No real threat there of drawing a charge or getting called for a charge, just using the speed to create a foul. Bergman now 3 for 3 on the night. Hit 2 free throws back in the first quarter. 56% on the season coming in, 9 of 16. But 4 for 4 now. 4 points on the night for the sophomore point guard. Gell's three-pointer off the mark. Offensive rebound by Ontrop, no good. And there's a foul. We have a foul here from this official, and it will go against the New Bremen Cardinals.
One of their game keys. Get rebounds on 40% of the missed shots.
Violation there as New Bremen evidently stepped over the out-of-bounds line or touched inbounds before getting rid of the ball. Nonetheless, a turnover. So the last foul was on St. Henry's Carter Ontrop. And there's a foul against New Bremen. Number 21, Patrick Wells. Good entry pass, Dean, on the out-of-bounds play. You got to like those chances when you get a look like that.
Well, for sure, and it looked just like Wells just didn't see him coming, which I don't get, because it was an inbound situation.
Yeah, you definitely would think you'd see people around the bucket that time. St. Henry took advantage of it, although Layfeld misses both free throws. Just a 37% free throw shooter on the season. I'm sure Coach Rosenbeck was hoping he would have made the field goal, then got fouled. They come away with no points. Bergman off the mark. Again, they forced New Bremen into a quick shot, but the right idea. New Bremen had broken down the defense. Evers wheels and deals around. Tough shot, Dean, but he connects. Five in the game for Evers. Bergman, no one home, splits the defense and uncontested.
No way you should let a guy cut like that.
Definitely a gap there in the defense of the Redskins. Credit to Bergman. 4 points here in the quarter, 6 in the game. Second chance here, another look. Coach Rosenbeck will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school boys basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back. A 30-second timeout taken by Coach Rosenbeck. The Redskins trail by 4. It'll be their basketball as they regroup here and try to get to work on the offensive end. Left-handed shot, no good. 3 rebounders there for New Bremen. Patrick Wells comes away with it. Good job by the Cardinals.
Again, number 1 on their game plan, rebounds.
Looking for Bornhorst inside. Shot off the rim, rebounded by Gels, and each team securing one and done here on back-to-back possessions. They get into Berkey, and there's a push foul as Patrick Wells, giving up some pounds, if you will, there against a bigger Matt Berkey, commits his third foul. Ryan Paul, 44, back into the contest for New Bremen, replacing Wells, who has those 3 fouls. We've seen, Dean, where the St. Henry has lobbed it up in the middle on the out-of-bounds set.
Did it again.
Boy, nice shot. Good work by by Andrew Lange. That was a challenge shot. He had to really battle through the defense and get a quality shot to drop.
And he didn't have a lot of time to do it.
Missing the layup. Give credit to Logan Suchland for hustling down the court and forcing, I believe it was Greening, to alter his shot. It was either that or Lange. Can't remember if it was 3 or 4 which guy was going in for St. Henry, but Suchland charged down there, forced a difficult shot. Now St. Henry, Dean, does get the ball back when it went out of bounds, but the Bremen's gonna have a chance here to play 5-on-5 and force St. Henry to score with them playing defense. Berkey runs over a couple people and will call for the charge. I think he ran over David Homan, 22, was it?
We'll check it out.
It was. Sophomore versus freshman, and some pounds there versus not so many pounds. Berkey picks up his first foul. Tough break for the sophomore Berkey, trying to make it happen. Bussey gives back to Bornhorst. 2-point lead as we approach the halfway point of the third quarter. And Holman will be fouled. Good job by Holman, basically outrunning the defense. Riley Link picks up his second foul. Holman had some real estate to move. Sometimes he was running out, but he had plenty more room to go before he got fouled, but that run and jump was coming against Holman from the backside. So it's all about spacing now. As your guy leaves, you got to find an opening where you can get the ball back from your teammate. The St. Henry is trying to double team and create a mess or a panic for you. 3-point shot for Bornhorst, no good.
This is also a point of the game when teams start to get sloppy. They start to get away from what got them here. They start to get away from their game plan because the game gets tough. We'll see if that happens.
Back-to-back misses by each team, but Bussey, who maybe mishandled it a bit out front, able to regain his composure, go in and score his first points of the game on the left-hand side. Almost traveled out front, but is able to get it back and take advantage of the opening. Good open pass there as, if you will, 4 hits 3. Lange hits Greening.
That's what happens when you play a gambling style. Sometimes you come up big.
They got a back pick or something as Greening was wide open and Lange able to see it and get him a nice pass. Block shot by Jackson Heath against Homan. And a chance for the Redskins to tie or take the lead, and they are set to do a line change, Dean. You're a hockey guy. 4 guys set to come in for the Redskins.
I'm not really a hockey guy, but that's exactly what it is.
I thought you did hockey for the Comets or something back in the day. No?
I go to games sometimes.
Okay, that's good enough. Sorry, I thought you did some announcing for hockey for some reason. So, nonetheless, a bunch of people come in and a bunch of people go off for St. Henry. And again, watch for the lob in the middle here. Almost get it back into Layfeld. They had to break down on defense to the Cardinals a few minutes ago where they got a pass right in on the right-hand side of the basket. The Bremens have to be careful how they switch or exchange defenders, but the pass goes out front to Gels, working against David Homan on defense. Bullet pass as Homan gets caught staying out of bounds, can't get inbounds quick enough.
And I think that was one of those that's okay. The way they doubled down on defenders was nothing short of spectacular. Back-to-back players.
Another inbounds under the St. Henry basket. Able to get it in up front. Right back to Berkey they go. Nice
Again,
ball
watch
movement.
the double team.
Well, when those go in, that makes that passing look that much better, doesn't it? You can pass faster than, in this case, New Bremen can play defense. And Ben Evers, a big triple for his 8th point of the game.
They call it over pursuit, and that's exactly what happened.
Bornhorst trying to jump step towards the basket, creates a foul against Bennett Gills. 30-second timeout called by the Cardinals. We will keep it here. I'll let Dean go through our sponsors.
Sponsors that make tonight's game possible for you: American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Some of the sponsors that make tonight's game possible. Again, as we tell you, they are the folks that underwrite this, sponsor. So if you've got an opportunity, all other things equal, won't you give them a consideration?
Yeah, they allow us to do this. And tonight's sectional championship basketball between the Redskins and the Cardinals, and a close game throughout. We had a great game, Dean. The first game where Marion Local defeated Fort Recovery in a 2-point game. A little bit lower scoring game than this one, but still very competitive as Bornhorst misses a 3-pointer, and there's a tie-up as both players go vertical for the rebound. Possession will favor St. Henry.
And the official was saying something. I don't know if it was a word of warning or what, but he was making sure to get his point across for sure to Matt Berkey.
They're going to make sure no one loses their cool. Maybe a quick talk will help anyone from taking it too far. It's definitely an intense game. Tempers do flare. You sometimes have to walk away and cool down, as you hate to get something dumb happen, if you will, as Berkey will be fouled and go to the free throw line. Watch the movement in here. They find the big man. He is double teamed.
Number 50, Dan Homan, his second team foul.
Homan, number 50, picks up his foul as Berkey a little strong on that free throw attempt. Berkey 2 for 4 coming up to that point, now 2 for 5. Misses both of them. And New Bremen now down by 1. As we approach the final minute of the third quarter, Bussey clapping his hands, asking for it. St. Henry closes down on him. Logan Suchland to Homan, good ball movement, a little strong on the attempt. Suchland's tap no good. Tough break, New Bremen, good ball movement.
Right, that was really going to open up something. That created some nice mismatches. The numbers weren't there.
Berkey again, he's been asking for the ball, this time looking for a cutter, puts it on the floor. Homan blocks his shot, and there's a foul. Sorry, I thought Bennett Gills had an offensive stick back. Instead, it'll be free throws. Homan picks up this foul and got him on the right forearm, so a good call as Homan picks up his 3rd foul. And Berkey makes the free throw.
Fourth quarter will be his quarter. I'm going to predict it right now.
Well, he's been pretty involved here in the offense here in this third quarter as well. Big free throws. He checks out with 6 points. And A 3-point lead by St. Henry as we approach the final seconds here in the third quarter. Holman he avoids the turnover, and Bornhorst did a good job getting front court status before going over and back. David Holman's three-pointer in and out. Under 5 seconds to go. 3-point shot at the buzzer. Andrew Lange buries it. That ends the third quarter. A good run by the Redskins. They will lead by 6 as we enter the fourth quarter. You're watching high school sectional championship basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Dina, a good push by the Redskins late in the third quarter. They get 5 points near the end to take a 1-point game into a 6-point lead.
Again, as we mentioned, you start taking those shots, at some point they're going to go down. They were at 26% in the first half.
Bergman inside to Bornhorst. Before that, it'll be offensive foul. And they will call it against Trevor Bergman. So tough break, and Bergman needs some, will go off the floor with some type of injury. He picks his 4th foul up though, so trying to make something happen. Tough break, he gets called for the offensive charge. It would have been a basket by Bornhorst. So 6-point lead here to Bremen now. Thought maybe we'd come up with a half-court trap. Boy, Holman just a step late. He nearly had a steal in the first half that would have gone for a layup. Right now, St. Henry spread the court. Dean forcing Bremen to come out and defend.
How in the world was that not a travel?
It was not. It was thump, thump, and then shoot. So it looked weird. I think it was clean. I could be wrong, but Bornhorst fires a 3, no good. Holman scrambles for it, comes away in the hands of the Redskins. Andrew Lange. 3-point shot, Ben Evers. That's about 8 points unanswered, and Coach Stevens takes the timeout. We'll take one with him watching sectional championship basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back here. Dean St. Henry's put on an offensive performance here recently. They've opened up to 9 points. 9.
And for New Bremen, St. Henry's about a step or 2 away from blowing this one open.
New Bremen needs a bucket. St. Henry's come alive offensively. They'll get Bussey for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Link. And a chance to go up double figures here in the fourth quarter. 6.5 minutes remain. Sectional championship game. The Cardinals have won 6 straight. A lot of momentum coming in. And right now, the run by St. Henry has put them up by 9. And Bremen gets a break there as a 3-point shot missed by Ontrop. And not that there's not a lot of time, but they need to start scoring and getting a break. You know, they've been in a drought. They haven't scored in a long time and need to answer the St. Henry run.
Personal foul on the Redskins, number 4, Andrew Lange.
And I think that it was just him simply attacking the basket.
At the line, shooting 1-1,
David Homan will look to put the Cardinals some points on the board. Its first free throw is good. Big basket for the freshman. 8-point game, 6:05 left. Again, a lot of time left, but you just hate to fall down by double figures, and that's what New Bremen could have done on the last possession if St. Henry's shot would have dropped. Make it 7, and St. Henry now the ball and a chance to run some clock and also try to push the lead back up to 9 or 10. And that, surprised it was not a foul one way or the other, but play on is the rule here, and we will have New Bremen with the basketball. Wild possession. Bornhorst off the support Dean, out of bounds.
And I think New Bremen right now is just doing whatever they can. They're trying to force something inside to get a basket, get a foul. They see an opening, they take a shot. This is a New Bremen team that's really struggling to find itself.
Well, their shots have not been dropping. It's been tough. And I'm not saying panic is setting in, but they feel a little bit of pressure that they need to get something going here. Again, time becoming an issue. St. Henry, they got hot for a stretch here to end the third quarter and to open up the fourth. And that right now has been enough to give them what is now a 7-point lead. And there's a good call as Holman takes the charge against Evers. So it'll be team foul, team control. So although that's the 8th team foul, because it's team control, no free throws are shot. And Holman, there's the diagonal pass. Suchland muscles it up and it's fouled. The senior with the basket. That's how you break the double team jump, or run and jump.
And that's how you whittle a lead down.
Yeah, it was 7, now it's 5. Suchland a chance to make it 4. But that double team, when it comes, someone is open, and they found a diagonal pass and made the extra pass to give Suchland the 3-point opportunity, and he cashes in a 4-point game. It was 9 a couple minutes ago.
And he finished it off with 2 things. He paused to get a better shot, also draws the foul.
And they nearly come up with a turnover. It'll be a held ball. It'll stay with St. Henry. So now St. Henry maybe getting a little frazzled. New Bremen the momentum. Definitely a game of runs. You're going to have them no matter what. You've got to either enjoy it while it lasts or withstand it while it's happening to you and try to play through it and get back to your routine. Entry pass into Berkey. He muscles and charges. Needs to make sure he doesn't say anything right here to get in trouble, as there's the foul. As Berkey picks up his 2nd foul.
He's coming out probably just as well.
Yeah, frustrated and obviously didn't like the call, but just his 2nd foul. Now his defense has got to come up with a play. New Bremen has scored here recently to cut the 9-point lead down to 4. Chance cut it to 2. Bornhorst does just that. 11 points for Bornhorst. Link lost a handle on the way up. Holman gets pushed from behind. You talk about Dean getting too fast sometimes. Holman maybe gets bailed out. Obviously he was fouled, but I thought he was almost losing the ball before he got fouled. Have to be careful.
And we talked about New Bremen losing focus, losing themselves. I feel like St. Henry's doing that right now. You know, they're trying to put the finger in the dike to keep them from going, but they need to let the game breathe a little bit too.
There's high-paced action right there, and the foul committed against number 21, Jackson Heath. And David Holman has done some nice minutes, given his team some nice minutes here in this game tonight. Had 3 points at halftime, 3 points all on free throws so far here in the second half. And he makes both of them there. He's 4 for 4 in the half. And a timeout by Coach Rosenbeck. We'll take one with him. It's a full timeout. You're watching championship basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Wayne Trail, a Lincoln Electric company, supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Wayne Trail routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters and every role contributes to the success of our business and offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit WayneTrail.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Dean, it wasn't just too long ago in this fourth quarter, it was a 9-point game.
Well, sure. And they got up to a 37-28 lead, and it looked like the world was their oyster, and all of a sudden, New Bremen has cracked the code.
9 straight, tying the game. New Bremen comes out in a 1-2-2 zone defense, or a 2-3 or a 3-2 zone defense. And we saw a little bit of this in our first game where the teams...
Saw a lot of it, actually.
Yeah, we saw it about
both sides doing it.
Yep. Suchland is a tall player, though. He makes it difficult to pass over. Up on top. Nice job. Excellent job defense. Coach Rosenbeck will take a timeout to avoid the turnover, a full timeout. We will keep it here. I want to talk about St. Henry. It's tied right now. When you think of St. Henry from around this area, they're good in basketball for years. They have not had a losing season since 2001. They've gone 18 consecutive straight seasons as far as having a winning record. Currently, they're 11-12. So to avoid breaking that streak, which I think is pretty impressive, they'd have to win tonight's game and the next one just to assure 500, or win a couple more to make sure you finish above 500. What the thing is, if they will fail to do that, you know, if this is the year it's broken, look at what their record is this year, though. If it doesn't happen, they've already won 11, possibly 12 games, or, you know, it's not like you won 4 or 3, you know, that team was just no good. This team is good. Okay, they've lost some games, but, you know, they've also won almost half of them, and the teams they play are good. So, I mean, it's one of those things. It's
and we've said it before, they play in the MAC. That's a little bit different in most of these conferences.
That's true. I mean, but they play a tough out-of-conference schedule as well. But, you know, it's like people say, oh, yeah, this team, they're just not doing very well. It's because they're spoiled. They're used to always having these great records. Now you have a year where it's a little bit tarnished. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of teams out there that would love to win 11 games a year or 12. But right now, let's keep that in the back of your mind. St. Henry's a strong tradition in basketball. And right now, a bit of a down year, but competing well tonight. Gels, tough shot. He got inside, had to shoot a left-handed jumper. New Bremen, Dean, a chance to take the lead.
Another possession, another miss, and now New Bremen knocks it down.
Leave it to the freshmen now with 4 points in the quarter to give them their 2-point lead.
An 11-0 run.
Yes, my math was not quick enough there. So, St. Henry now with the shoe on the other foot, trailing by 2, and he said it felt like when they got it by 9, The end of the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter, you really thought maybe, I won't say New Bremen had given up, but like, oh, it just wasn't working. And another turnover, good hands by Patrick Wells, and New Bremen, everything going right for them. And now we'll see what's here. Patient on offense, a lot of time to go. I can't imagine you can stand out there. St. Henry's played very aggressive man-to-man defense throughout, so it'd be tough to hold on to the ball for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
And Trevor Bergman is up behind the bench, exercising that lower leg injury.
And he went out, was it the third quarter, on a charging call? I think he probably bumped knees or something, but he has not been back since. Bornhorst looking for an avenue, finds Wells, and he got to get out of the three. Then he do. Get out of the 3-second area. 2 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, the Cards up by 2. Very patient right now. We haven't seen St. Henry, they're playing man-to-man. We haven't seen the run and jump, though, here. Basically, it's been 5-on-5. Bussey loses it to Sectional, back to Reese Bussey. And there's a foul as Ben Evers, too much contact on Reese Bussey. And that will be a double bonus opportunity now for 6'4" sophomore wearing number 10, Reese Bussey. Yes, 2 points in the game.
And let's call it what it is. Bussey baited him into that too.
Yeah, he kind of got stuck, and I thought it was going to be one of those difficult things, but the defender fell into him, and he just kind of, he said, baited him into it and kind of felt the pressure, and I won't say drew the foul, but helped to make it a lot easier to look like a foul. Misses the first free throw. Good on the second. 3 points in a 3-point lead. Minute 35 left, fourth quarter.
A 13-0 run.
Another turnover. David Holman the steal. Kids played big. Here's a run and jump. Bornhorst will step before he steps out of bounds. He's fouled. Maybe Bennett Gills helped him, but he stepped on the out of bounds line. But before he did that, he was fouled. Bornhorst, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, completed a 3-point play in the third quarter. That one's short, so a couple missed free throws here by the Cardinals in this fourth quarter. Keeps it at 3. Ben Evers, number 10, back into the Redskins lineup. Bornhorst, high arcing shot, no good. Uncharacteristic misses there by Bornhorst. St. Henry a chance, and they will take their last timeout. So we'll take one with them. You're watching championship basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
What is the best way to reach your customers? Have you tried traditional marketing and fallen short? Use video marketing from NKT Productions. It's effective, economical, and it can be used across multiple devices. Capture your customers where they spend their time most, on TV, websites, email, and social media. Don't miss your chance to show the world how great your business is with video marketing. Experience the power of video marketing through NKT Productions. Meet with one of our experienced media agents to learn more.
Welcome back as the Cardinals bench there, hoping that the guys on the floor can hold on. 3-point game, a lot of time left. New Bremen has missed their last, the last 2 free throws. They've missed 3 of 4 here in the fourth. Tough shot. Ben Evers with the triple. He's made 2 shots in the quarter. Both have been 3-pointers. His 3rd of the game, and that ties it. Did not expect that shot to go up right there.
I was just getting ready to say, Watch the aerial show.
Well, he let it fly. Ben Evers did. Ties the game. Yeah, you wonder now if you're the offense, do the players know, okay, am I supposed to try to score? Do I just run offense? At what point, what do you do here? Sometimes that can create a turnover because you're just not real sure what to do. But New Bremen does have 2 timeouts, so I'm sure Coach Stevens will call timeout whenever things get a little itchy there. And Coach Rosenbeck thought maybe there was a travel. Timeout in New Bremen. We will take one with them and come back with more basketball. 21 seconds left here in NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Another good game as you see the New Bremen fans there on Jersey night. Support their, in this case, the boys team. 40-40 your score 20 seconds ago. David Holman with the basketball. Bussey nearly lost it. Gives to Bornhorst. He's going to be fouled as Matt Berkey, boy, a well-designed play, Matt, or Dean. A lot of good things happened there for New Bremen. They did a good job reacting to the defense.
And one very bad thing happened for St. Henry. Berkey fouled as an afterthought.
Well, another missed free throw. Explain yourself. Did that Berkey foul? Should he have let him go?
Well, it was one of those things where he didn't do it with authority. He didn't do it for any purpose. It was kind of like, oh, I guess I better do something.
Boy, big misses here. St. Henry, no timeouts. This is it. They got to go quick. Lynx, a good one to have. Three-point shot off the mark. The buzzer, we're playing overtime at 40. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have extended action. 4 more minutes to decide this championship game here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back here as we will have 4 more minutes, an extension of the fourth quarter. We'll start off with a jump ball. And what a game. New Bremen had some free throws down the stretch, Dean, to maybe ice it or win it. St. Henry had some shots of their own at the end to win it, and both teams failed. And here we are, 40-40, and the right to move on to the district semifinal.
Maybe this isn't my game anymore, but it used to be at one time. You hit your free throws. You play good defense. You have good possessions. But apparently people don't take free throws anymore and they don't practice them.
Well, I think that's rare. Bornhorst is a very good free throw shooter all year. He's been their free throw shooting champion every year he's been in high school. Just could not come up with a big one at the end of the game. 73% on the shooter. He'll shoot a three-pointer here and hits it. Huge shot for Bornhorst.
Now what's the saying? The team that scores like the first 4 points or 6 points of the first half?
Of the overtime?
Yeah, I'm sorry, right, overtime.
Well,
is the one that takes the momentum.
Could very well be. Bornhorst, although he missed those free throws, he's a 46% three-point shooter on the season, so the kid can score from all over. Good ball movement. Link open for three. Back iron, good rebound by Bennett Gels. Ball stripped away, and there's a foul. Bennett Gels will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Take a look at it here. Good board by Gels. And a foul called against 22, David Homan.
And regardless of what happens, you're saying, Henry, you love that possession because you had a lot of different looks.
And a miss there, an inadvertent horn, if you will, as St. Henry misses the front end. Bussey throws it away, but gets it back, and then he's fouled. So an awkward possession there. Bussey fortunate. You know, he misread his cutting teammate, but battles back and he gets fouled kind of hard right there. Luckily, you know, anytime you have a blow to the knee, you kind of cringe as he appears to be okay. One thing I want to mention with the overtime period, each team is granted one additional timeout. Now, they don't show it on the board, but every team gets a timeout. St. Henry had done late in the game with that final possession. Bussey missed free throw. So Bremen now has missed the last 5 free throw attempts. Make it 6. Tough break. St. Henry again surviving now, just down by 3 points. Lange kind of got in a pinch there, tried to throw it up top, no one home, turnover. Bremen now again missed the opportunity to grow the lead the last possession. We'll look to probably run some clock off here and see once they get a breakdown on the Redskins defense. Bornhorst kicks it out. Suchland backs up and will reset over to David Brown, the freshman point guard. Bussey being guarded by Gels, and they will reset here, just basically playing keep away and being too aggressive there is number 2, Bennett Gels. He will foul out, I think. That might be his 5th.
You're right.
Just a little too aggressive, trying to squeeze in between the pick and the ball handler.
Well, just a play before, I mean, just moments before, Berkey got the shoulder into the New Bremen player. And I'm not sure that it wasn't a foul, but it certainly was aggressive.
Bussey missed his last 2 attempts here in overtime. Breaks the ice, if you will. And finally, the Bremen can breathe a little bit. Now a 2-possession game with still plenty of time. Makes both of them 5-point lead for New Bremen. Berkey shuffles off the glass. Good shot by the sophomore.
And that's a move that you can expect to see him make for the next 2 years. Just a big-time play right there.
Yeah, he's strong, tough to stop. Plus, he's 6 feet 6 inches. So a lot of things going in his favor. He has 8 points. And more importantly, points for the Redskins. They keep it back now to a 3-point game. The run and jump coming. Suchland open. Good job by the Cardinals to recognize the opening. And there's a foul. So David Homan will go to the line. Berkey picks up his 4th. David Homan coming off the bench tonight. He's played a pretty good game. He's perfect in the second half from free throw shooting, 4 of 4. He was 1 of 2 in the first half. So that makes him 5 of 6. 6 of 7. Plus a 2-pointer, so he's had a nice minutes, if you will, 10 points, double figures. Coming off the bench, playing a lot, but Bergman being hurt. Connects on that one, so the Bremen now has made their last 4 foul shots in a row. David Homan, a steal. Good job reading the St. Henry pass, and there's another foul. And that would be Berkey's 5th foul. He will foul out with 8 points. So 2 players for Coach Rosenbeck out of the game, and Gels and Berkey. And waiting to shoot will be Nolan Bornhorst.
You know, Berkey does a lot of things well. He's still very young, and it shows. But a lot of potential.
Yes, the ceiling is quite high for him. Bornhorst has missed 6 shots here, make it 7. And believe me, it probably doesn't get any easier knowing you're at the line. Again, a 73% shooter on the season. Gets the bounce on that one, so he can take a breath. A 6-point lead. The winner will face Marion Local. Bank shot, Ben Evers. St. Henry will take their last time out with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the game. We'll take one as well and come back with more action here on NKTelco Sports.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Anna, I'm John Boyd with NKTelco. We are here for you to expand our fiber network, which means faster internet speeds for you.
Hey Sydney, I'm Pat Thomas with NKTelco, and we are here for you for all your customer service needs.
Hey Fort Laramie, I'm Nick Garrett with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Welcome back here. 1 minute, 2 seconds left, Dean, and a 3-point to Bremen lead. Thoughts on offense for the Cardinals? Do they hold it out and force St. Henry to foul? Or do they try to go ahead and score, best shot available?
Couple things. Good passes. Always be aware of where your next pass is going. Don't force things. Don't force a pass. Don't rush it. Play your game. If you're New Bremen, if you're St. Henry, you got to get a stop.
Well, they're going to try to get a stop with some full court pressure here. New Bremen's got about 5 more seconds to get it over, and they will do so with a second to spare. Good job by the Cardinals. And we'll see how long St. Henry goes. They're going to run and jump now and nearly come up with a steal, but instead too much contact along the sideline as Riley Link will pick up his 4th foul. So the fouls beginning to pile up for the Redskins. David Homan, number 22, 6 for 6 in this 4th quarter and overtime. Make it 7 for 7 here in the 4th quarter. Just a freshman. This to make it a 5-point lead.
And lots of breathing room.
No timeouts left for St. Henry. Clock running at 40. Link will foul out.
Again, St. Henry trying to make something happen because they have to make something happen.
And he's the type of guy that can go. We'll see the replay here. He's good with the basketball, and taking the charge there was it might have been Logan Suchland, 24, or else it was Wells. Well, he asked for some help. It was either 21 or 24 as Link fouls out.
Regardless of whoever it was, fantastic job of taking the charge. He stretched his body out like Plastic Man to make sure that no part of his body wasn't going to get touched.
Yeah, did a good job, and it looked like it was the correct calls. They got 5 players on the court. So we'll see once here as they're going to have to foul quickly. And Bussey's overhead pass, thrown where the defender's hands are at, and in a spot where tough to make a play, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll be New Bremen basketball once again. 5-point lead for them. Bornhorst will be fouled. They're going to try to foul him, and not many times do you try to intentionally go after a 73% free throw shooter on the season, but they've seen what's happened here. They've seen him struggle, uncharacteristically struggle at the foul line here in the fourth quarter, so he did make his last free throw attempt.
Absolutely, and you get a guy, this is the equivalent of icing the kicker.
And that one is good. Bornhorst now with 16 points. And that one, nothing but net, getting his rhythm back on the free throws. 7-point lead. Need to get a shot quickly. They do fire a three-pointer by Bruning, rebounded by Bussey. And that might do it here. Time running out against St. Henry. There's a whistle and a foul. Just 10 seconds to go. Is New Bremen away from earning a sectional championship? So Bornhorst struggled from the foul line, but remember, he opened up this third quarter, or this overtime period, with a three-point bucket as kind of helped set the stage in this overtime. Hit it right away, because you mentioned a team that scores first in the first couple minutes. As he back to his form here, and a couple substitutions for New Bremen. Griffin Rechterman, number 2, a senior, and also number 44, Ryan Paul, will enter the game. We'll take a quick timeout and come back. Actually, we'll keep it right here. They're going to come right back onto the court, it looks like. Sometimes they do a timeout late in the game just for subs. So half the team is out here. They will let New Bremen take the full timeout. We'll keep it here and talk about the next game. We've talked about this all throughout our telecast. Already tonight, advancing to the Wapak District was number 9 seed Marion Local, defeating number 1 seed Fort Recovery by 2. If New Bremen holds on, which all indications are they will be the number 8 seed, moving on to face Marion Local, defeating the number 7 seed St. Henry. And that game will be at Wapakoneta High School on March 3rd. Where did February go? It's already March. So we're into March, and that game will be the first one at 6:15. So Coach Stevens, in his first year at New Bremen, will take a team that hasn't had a winning record in over 4 years. As there's a final shot, and there's your final score. New Bremen wins in overtime, 54-45. We'll take a quick break and come back and wrap it up with stats and watch them cut down the nets here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School. The New Bremen Cardinals, in overtime, defeat the St. Henry Redskins 54-45. A heck of a ball game, and New Bremen wins it in overtime. Had a chance in regulation to maybe secure it, if you will, with some free throws. It didn't happen, but boy, they bounced back with an impressive 14-point game, or 14-point overtime period. And they advanced to meet the Marion Local Flyers in the district semifinal game. Earlier this year, New Bremen beat Marion Local 39-26. That game was on February 7th. That started New Bremen's win streak, which is now up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 7 wins. It started with the Marion Local win. And our first player up to cut the net is senior number 34, Nolan Bornhorst.
7 of 26.
Came up big, missed some free throws uncharacteristically, but he did hit some shots and free throws down the stretch. He finishes with 19 points. Next is another senior, number 21, Patrick Wells.
6 of 14.
So he gets his turn. Patrick finishes with 6 points tonight. Number 2, Griffin Rechterman had an injury this year. Nice to see him be able to get on the court and get his piece of the net as well. Now number 24, Logan Suchlin. I think he took some charges tonight and also scored a 3-point play. He finished the game with 3 points. Another senior, Ryan Paul, had some rebounds tonight in limited minutes, but had some big boards while he was in there. And now we move down, I believe, to the junior class. Zach Berkey, number 3, also played some minutes tonight. Was scoreless.
1 for 15.
So the Bremen Cardinals go to 14-10. And another junior now will be number 50, Dan Homan. Dan finished tonight with 2 points. Also had a couple of rebounds in his effort. Now number 10, Reese Bussey. Good game for the sophomore.
Of 32.
He finishes with 5 points on the night, 7 rebounds, couple assists. And number 5, Trevor Bergman, got hurt in the game. Didn't play the last portion of it.
31.
But did earn 6 points on the night. Also dished out 3 assists and 3 rebounds.
1.
And now number 12 is Ben Wells. And number 15 is Tate Rechterman. Those 2 guys are in a sophomore class. And 32, Colton Muther will be there.
Sorry, it's David Holman. David Holman had.
And number 40, Nathan Rindler, another sophomore. Next will be number 30, Grant Wilker. 15 players get to dress for tournament games, and not all 15 will get into the game, but they definitely are part of it. And now it'll be, I believe, the lone freshman, number 22, as he gets a nice hand from the crowd, David Homan. What a stat line he had. 13 points, 3 steals, an assist, 5 rebounds. Was also handled the ball in absence of Trevor Bergman, as the managers and other support staff will take their turn before we will see first-year head coach Corey Stevens take his turn. And I don't even see where Coach Stevens is at. He's already talking to the media. So assistant coaches now, our assistant coaches on the staff include Matt Clausen, Jeff Reesner, and Greg Elking. And here's Coach Elking, the assistant coach, one of the three, as I mentioned, as they will wait for Coach Stevens to break away. As here's Jeff Reesner. So the first assistant coach was Matt Clausen, and this is Jeff Reesner. So a nice performance for the Cardinals as they survive and dominate the overtime period to secure the 54-45 victory. And they're still waiting for Coach Stevens. This is that awkward phase where the crowd, I would expect, to be very happy once he climbs the net. First-year head coach, sectional champions. Again, they hadn't finished above 500 at least the past 3 seasons. Last year they were 12-10. I'm sorry, last year they were 8-15. Then they were 11-14 the year before that, and 2-22. So Nolan Bornhorst, as a freshman, his team went 2-22 as a freshman, and he's rewarded, along with the other seniors, to rebound back and now move to 14-10 and move on to the district semifinals against Marion Local, a team they beat earlier a few weeks ago in regular season. As a youngster there getting his shining moment, and it won't be long, and here he comes in the Bremen sports jacket. But before that, another support, or another coach. Zach Malin, I believe, is a trainer. And they will send the cheerleaders, I believe, up. So the moment of Coach Stevens getting his share of the net, if you will, is delayed a little bit. But New Bremen, in that overtime period, outscores St. Henry 14-5. And it was really a more impressive fourth quarter too, Dean, where New Bremen outscored St. Henry 12-6. And remember, St. Henry tore New Bremen up the end of the third quarter on a route to a 16-11 margin in the third quarter. And that's when I think you thought, boy, St. Henry's maybe going to pull away a little bit, because they finished the third with a three-pointer, opened it up with a three. And here is the man of the hour right now, Corey Stevens, his first season as head coach. You get a good look at him right there. I'm sure he is very happy. Be interesting to see what his thoughts are. Coach Stevens and the New Bremen Cardinals, your 2020 sectional champions. Congratulations, New Bremen Cardinals. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have our final stats and recap here on NKTelco Sports.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
There you see the sectional champion New Bremen Cardinals. A nice picture for the memories, if you will. In overtime, they win. Our final stats, here is Dean Jackson.
The only one thing wrong with that shot is they didn't put keep the final score on the scoreboard.
Well, we had it on our screen below. That's why our crew does such a good job.
Final stats go like this, and one very, very key stat. 3 columns down. You look to the you look to the New Bremen side, right over here, right over there. but we'll get that clear. 32 free throws, 23 of 32 at the free throw line. That's 17 more made shots than St. Henry. Also, you look at the number of field goals. It took St. Henry 14 more shots to score more points from the field in this game, and they still fall short, 54-45. I mean, it was New Bremen doing whatever it took and then some to pull away. But going to the line 32 times. When's the last time you had a game with 32 free throw attempts?
I don't remember. It was a while back, and you know, and they missed some shots late in the game in the fourth quarter and beginning of overtime that you know, made that number a little bit worse. But boy, they kind of rebounded, if you will, and hit them towards the end of overtime, and pretty much, you know, they didn't make all of them, but they made a volume of the ones they took, and that's all that mattered. They capitalized from there, and they earned the sectional championship. I'll go through our leading scores for St. Henry. 17 points from Ben Evers, 8 points from Matt Berkey, 7 from Riley Link, 6 from Bennett Gills, 5 from Andrew Lange, 2 from Casey Breening for their total of 45 for New Bremen. 19 points from Nolan Bornhorst, 13 from Dave Homan, 6 from Patrick Wells, 6 from Trevor Bergman, 5 from Reese Bussey, 3 from Logan Suchland, 2 from Dan Homan, their total of 54. What a ball game it was. Congratulations to the Cardinals. They advance, and before we take off, we'd like to announce our Player of the Game award tonight. An unlikely hero, probably, if you will, from the beginning of the game, but he stepped in and played a great game. Number 22, a freshman, David Homan, finishes with 13 points, played extended minutes due to the injury to Bergman. More importantly, hit 9 of 10 foul shots. The only one he missed was back in the second quarter. He made 8 of 8 in the fourth quarter in the overtime periods, finishing with 13 points, also 3 steals, had an assist, and also 5 rebounds. Fine job for number 22, David Homan, your player of the game. That will wrap things up here from St. Mary's. I'd like to thank our camera crew. They included Mark Fissel, Jim Miller, Kurt Kuffner, our director, Scott Robinson, his assistant, Patrick Toller. My partner tonight, Dean Jackson. I am Jeff Henson. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast. Once again, your final score in New Bremen in overtime. Your sectional champs, they win 54-45. Thanks for watching here on NKTelco Sports.